Hey there, folks. Welcome back to A Quick Note. Today, we're diving into the intriguing world of Ouija boards and their enigmatic connections. From historical origins to peculiar instances, we'll uncover the mysteries behind this mystical tool. If you find this content fascinating, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more quick insights. Let's get started. The first Ouija board was quite simple, really. Picture a small wooden board with the alphabet in two curvy lines, numbers lined up below, and a goodbye at the bottom. Imagine a crescent moon, a five-pointed star, and the word no on the right, and on the left, a sunny face with the word yes. It's like a mystical alphabet game with the moon, sun, and a dash of magic. And to complete the mystical setup, there's a palm-sized companion called the planchette. Think of it as a tear-shaped wooden piece. Users place it on the board, touch it with their fingers, and then the magic begins. As they ask questions, the planchette moves around, pointing at letters, numbers, or words on the board. It's like having a tiny, enchanted guide leading you to the answers. In the year 1849, just before the renowned Edgar Allan Poe, a trailblazer in American Gothic literature, passed away, newspapers were buzzing with the extraordinary stories of Margaret and Catherine Fox. Assisted by their assertive older sister, Leah, Margaret and Catherine gained fame as mediums all across the United States. Conducting seances, they amassed wealth, but the prosperity crumbled when Margaret admitted to fabricating the eerie sounds, leading to the downfall of their spiritualist enterprise. In an era where even Abraham Lincoln's wife held seances in the White House, the fascination with spiritualism ran deep. Despite Margaret's confession, a lot of people clung to the belief that the Fox sisters were genuine, and seances carried on as a relatively common practice. It was in this climate of heightened spiritual interest that the introduction of a compatible gadget found its perfect timing. The precursor to the Ouija board, known as the talking board, emerged in 1886 and was initially employed in seances. In 1890, Charles Kennard and Elijah Bond, based in Baltimore, the hometown of Edgar Allan Poe, manufactured the first Ouija board. The name Ouija was suggested by Bond's sister-in-law, who asked the board itself what it wanted to be called. Launched as a novelty item, it came with no instructions, adding an extra layer of mystery to its introduction. The Ouija board became an overnight sensation, flying off the shelves from the very beginning. In just a short span, the Kennard Novelty Company, the creators of the board, had to establish 2 factories in Baltimore, 2 in Chicago, 2 in New York, and even 1 in London to meet the overwhelming demand. Its popularity endures to this day, with numerous versions available in the market. Is it ghosts? In contrast to other spiritual tools like tarot, which may involve interpretation, the Ouija board is more direct in providing requested information. However, a key distinction lies in the planchette, which doesn't move independently, it requires a human hand to guide it. Consequently, one could reasonably argue that when a single person uses the Ouija board, they are essentially answering their own questions, whether consciously, subconsciously, or unconsciously. The dynamic changes when more than one person is involved, as theoretically, there isn't a single individual in sole control of the planchette. How does the Ouija board work? In 1852, physiologist William Carpenter coined the term ideomotor effect to explain the unconscious muscular movements of Ouija players. He suggested that the answers disclosed by the board were already known to the participants. However, Carpenter's theory delves deeper, offering additional layers of understanding. In a 2018 experiment led by Dr. Mark Anderson at Denmark's Aarhus University, participants using the Ouija board had their eye movements closely monitored. The findings revealed that the movements of the planchette were not solely attributable to the ideomotor effect. Instead, they were indicative of a collective response influenced by visual data, and the subtle physical motions of other participants who shared similar perspectives. The original ghostwriters, regrettably, there are numerous instances worldwide where pre-existing mental health issues have intersected with Ouija, leading to tragic consequences. However, some individuals have found more creative ways to harness the power of Ouija. At the age of 30, Pearl Lenore Curran embarked on a unique journey after a Ouija session with her friend, Emily Grant Hutchings. The board spelled out, "Many moons ago I lived. Again, I come. Patience worth my name." Instead of dismissing the encounter, Pearl's life took a remarkable turn, marking the inception of a distinctive career as what could be deemed a genuine ghostwriter. While claiming to channel patience, Pearl prolifically produced a substantial body of early 20th century poems and novels. Notably, one of her works, The Sorry Tale, even earned critical acclaim from the New York Times. Patience Worth's communication with Pearl was characterized by a unique linguistic style, not in contemporary English but rather a form of Anglo-Saxon with no clear origin. According to Patience, she hailed from Portisham in Dorset before emigrating to Nantucket Island in the late 1600s, where she met a tragic end, murdered by Native Americans. In addition to her remarkable literary accomplishments, Pearl/Patience displayed an extensive knowledge that left her contemporaries astonished. Despite scrutiny from skeptics and psychologists, the phenomenon remained unexplained. As observed in previous instances involving Ouija, the evidence suggests that Patience was essentially an extension of Pearl's substantial intellect. While it might be deemed presumptuous to claim complete understanding, the argument supporting Ouija as a credible tool for contacting an unseen spirit world appears seriously flawed. And that wraps up our quick exploration of the Ouija board phenomenon. If you enjoyed this brief journey into the mystical, give us a thumbs up, and be sure to subscribe to A Quick Note for more intriguing topics. Until next time, stay curious.